It sounds like you're referring to the value of specific, ultra-state, or highly graded, 5-cent coins from the years 1977, 1973, and 1973 D, with the D indicating the Denver mint mark. To clarify, 1. 1977 5-cent coin, a well-preserved 1977 nickel in ultra-grade, such as MS-67 or higher, can be worth anywhere from $10 to $20, depending on its condition and demand among collectors. 2. 1973 5-cent coin, similarly, the 1977 D 5-cent coin, rarity, history, and value. The 1977 D Jefferson Nickel is often overlooked in the larger scope of U.S. coin collecting. However, certain aspects of this coin, particularly its rarity in high grades or unique errors, can make it valuable to collectors. In this article, we will explore the history of the 1977 D nickel, its significance in the coin collecting world, and its potential value in various conditions. 1. Overview of the Jefferson Nickel series. The Jefferson Nickel has been a staple of U.S. coinage since its inception in 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The reverse design, which features Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, has undergone a few modifications over the years, but the basic design has remained consistent. The 1977 D nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, denoted by the D mint mark, and is part of the long-running Jefferson Nickel series. As a regular issue, it is primarily composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a diameter of 21.2 mm and a weight of 5 grams. 2. Mintage and rarity of the 1977 D nickel. In terms of sheer mintage, the 1977 D Jefferson Nickel is not particularly rare when compared to other coins from the same era. The U.S. Mint produced more than 360 million 1977 D nickels, making it one of the more common coins in circulation at the time. However, it is important to note that even though the 1977 D nickel is not rare in terms of mintage, its rarity in certain grades and conditions can make it valuable. Coins that were heavily circulated or not properly cared for have become worn and damaged over time, reducing their value. 3. Value of the 1977 D nickel. The value of a 1977 D nickel depends largely on its condition. Coins in lower grades, such as those in good or very good condition, are worth only a few cents above their face value. These coins are generally found in circulation and show noticeable wear and tear. However, coins in higher grades, such as uncirculated or MS-65, mint state 65, can fetch a significantly higher price. In uncirculated condition, a 1977 D nickel can be worth anywhere from $1 to $10, depending on the demand and the market at the time. The highest grades, particularly those graded as MS-67 or higher, are exceedingly rare. For these coins, collectors are willing to pay a premium. A 1977 D nickel in MS-67 condition might be worth between $20 and $50, although this can fluctuate based on market trends. 4. Error coins and variations. Some collectors specifically seek out error coins, and the 1977 D nickel is no exception. While the 1977 D is not particularly known for major minting errors, small errors can add substantial value to a coin. For example, off-center strikes, a nickel that was struck off-center during the minting process can be a valuable find. This occurs when the blank planchet is not properly aligned in the press, causing the design to appear off-center. Double dies. In some cases, a double die may have occurred during the minting process. This results in a slightly doubled design on the obverse or reverse, which is often noticeable to the naked eye. While the 1977 D is not known for double dies, it's always worth examining your coins carefully. Die cracks or breaks. Small cracks or breaks in the die used to strike the coin can leave interesting and collectible markings on the coin. 5. The 1977 D nickel in popular culture. The 1977 D nickel may not be one of the most famous or iconic U.S. coins, but it still holds a special place for numismatists. Many collectors find joy in the 1973 D 5-cent coin, minted in Denver, holds a notable place in the history of U.S. coins. While 5-cent pieces are generally not rare, the 1973 D nickel, like many coins, can become valuable under the right circumstances. In this detailed exploration, we'll cover the rarity, historical context, and value of the 1973 D nickel, with a focus on the factors that influence its worth in today's market. Historical context of the 1973 D 5-cent coin. The 5-cent coin, or nickel, has been a staple of American currency for over 150 years. By the time the 1973 D nickel was minted, the coin was well into its second design. The original design, featuring Lady Liberty and the word Liberty on the obverse, was replaced in 1938 with a depiction of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the front, and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. This design, known as the Jefferson Nickel, continues to be used today, though it has undergone some changes over the years. The 1973 D coin is part of the larger series of Jefferson nickels produced during the 1970s. These coins were struck in large numbers during the post-World War II era, and the production of nickels continued in high quantities throughout the 1960s and 1970s to meet the demands of a growing economy. The 1973 D nickel was minted in Denver, Colorado, with the D mint mark denoting its place of production. Minting and production of the 1973 D nickel. In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced more than 600 million nickels, with the Denver Mint accounting for a significant portion of that production. This high mintage means that, in general, the 1973 D nickel is not considered rare. However, rarity is not the sole determinant of a coin's value. There are several key factors that can make specific examples of the 1973 D nickel more valuable to collectors. Key factors influencing the value of the 1973 D nickel. 1. Condition and grade. The condition or grade of a coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1, poor, to 70, perfect, with coins in higher grades fetching higher prices. A 1973 D nickel in pristine condition, especially if graded MS 65 or higher, mint state 65, will be worth more than one in average circulated condition. Mint state, MS, coins are those that have never been in circulation and are in near perfect condition with sharp details and lustrous surfaces. A coin graded MS 65 is considered to be of high quality with minimal wear and no significant defects.